Hi, we're the Sotolongos, and we wanted to share with you guys a little bit about God's heart in us for the orphan and for adoption.
About 4 years ago, God put a verse on our hearts, and we kind of adopted it as our family verse, and I want to read it to you. It's in Isaiah 58, verse 12. It says, "Those from among you shall build the old waste places. You shall rise up the foundations of many generations, and you shall be called the repairer of the breach, the restorer of streets to dwell in." And honestly, we feel like that's kind of the call that God has put on our family, to repair what has been broken and to restore what's been lost. And that's why our hearts are so drawn to orphan care and to adoption, really.
Around that time, about 4 years ago, is when we first hosted through a hosting organization and met our host son for the first time. And really, we learned what it was to fall in love with the orphan. And we also fell in love with the country of Ukraine through that. Previously, we didn't know very much about Ukraine. And when we dove a little bit deeper, we started to see that it wasn't just the orphan, but also the special needs orphan in Ukraine.
About 2 years ago is when we completed our first adoption of our son, Elijah and Nikita. And while we were there in Ukraine, completing the adoption at his orphanage, there were a few other kids that were really tugging at our hearts. When we got back from the adoption, we kind of knew that we weren't done, and that we were going to be going back. And it took a while, a lot of prayer and a lot of processing things and waiting on God to guide us.
Exciting news! Our dossier was submitted today, which basically means that we will be traveling in just a few short weeks. We anticipate travel in May at some point. And right now we are about $10,000, $11,000 short of being fully funded. We wanted to prayerfully ask you guys to consider joining with us in what we believe is a ministry that the Lord has given our family. And so we just really wanted to invite you guys more than anything, that if the Lord is putting it on your heart to partner with us, we just know what a blessing that will be to our family, and what a blessing that it will be to your family as well. And if the Lord does call you to it, here are a few ways that you can do that.
If you get on Facebook, facebook.com/Sotolongo Adoption Fundraiser, we have a fundraiser going on right now that if we're able to complete it, will actually pretty much get us to being fully funded for our adoption. Very easy, you just pick a number, whatever the number is, you donate that amount toward our adoption. You can also get on Reese's Rainbow, and I'm going to put the Reese's Rainbow link below in the comments, and you can donate tax deductively online toward the adoption there. So we just want to thank you guys, and more than anything, to that God would bless you, and that you would can keep us in your prayers, and God bless.
Thank you.
We thank you guys.